Hi, I'm the not-so-soothing voice inside your head, Shrewboy313, and welcome back to Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. In the last episode, we got the Lunar Tablet and made it here to the Nexus Shrine on Celeste Isle. Now, since we are about to get into a fight, a big old boss fight, I just want to, let's take that medicinal herb out because I'm not going to use it. What does Insulate do? Ooh, fire and breath, that could come in useful. I'll shove the special medicine in my hand. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm, about as prepared as I can be. Just to be safe, oh, we can't get... what could we dump? You know what, we'll go wild. Take out one magic elixir. And on the off chance we need it, I'll put a moon... Oops. Oh, it didn't waste it, cool. Yeah, on the off chance we need it, I'll put a moonwalk bulb in there. Yeah, think we're as good as we're gonna get. So let's head right on in and face down the third Shrine Sentinel. Okay, so I think I might have been right to bring in the moonwalk bulb. The Sentinel is stubborn. Girl, me too. It refuses to yield, even to the Incarnus. So we have no choice. Shroob, we must exterminate the beast. Okie dokie, here we are with Shrine Sentinel number 3, the Great Dragon. I mean, pretty much like every other Sentinel we've faced, it's a rank A monster. It's a dragon, so it will have breath attacks. Like, dragons do have breath attacks. So I suppose, Insulades, like fire and ice breath attacks, Insulades could come in handy. Right, so I think I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna have... I mean, I only have one strategy, and it's, have Keith buff up everyone, and then go, for the all-out offensive. That is, the only strategy I have. Right. I am gonna see if I can't, get the defense drop. So I'm gonna keep on with Helm Splitter before I try doing anything else. So, I mean, ow. Just doing... What am I on about? Lowering its defense, that'll at least mean, the attacks that Buffy and... Hey, there we go. The attacks that Buffy and Norton are gonna do, trying to inflict other problems, they're at least gonna do a bit more damage. That is my logic. Could try putting it to sleep, I could try slowing it. Could raise art. See... I do like Oomph, but I feel like it's wasted, with Buffy having it, because she's the one that's going to be attacking anyway. So why wouldn't I just use her turn to attack anyway? I feel like that makes sense to me. Yeah, so I'm honestly thinking if I can, in the future, I'm going to get, my support monster with a skill that, has Oomph on it. Right, there we go, Norton's healed. And I think just because she doesn't have it, I'm gonna buff Buffy. Now, I will say, I don't actually know whether, great dragons can get poisoned. Because, I mean, I do know that every monster does have its own, weaknesses and resistances. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure where they sit, because as much as I've played this game, I never learnt things like that. That is it, I never learnt. Right, we're all buffed for now, and everyone seems to be in decent shape, so I think I can go wild and, spend an entire turn just on the all-out offensive. Hey, there we go, its attack and its defense is down. See, 2 damage. Ha! Right, so hopefully this shouldn't be too bad a fight. I mean, I know famous last words. Right, the light's gone. I mean, it didn't use any breath attacks, so I mean, I'm kinda hoping that stays. Sure, let's lower its agility as well, why not? Ooh, okay, its defense is back to normal. In that case, I think it's time to get back on the helm splitters. Oh, never mind. Never mind! Oh, that was, I'm gonna say, a lot easier than I was anticipating. I will say that's probably been the easiest of the 3 Sentinel fights we've had so far. Although I kind of want to say that's probably down to the fact that this is like the most well-rounded team that we've got so far. Anyway, Keith gets to level 22, Buffy gets to level 19, and Norton jumps to level 16. Oh, Andy gets 11 skill points, nice. We get a whole bag of cash and whistling for dummies. It is time the ancient pact be honoured. Let the rite of the holy transformation begin. Give me now the power. The power to halt the great catastrophe. Behold, my transformation into Holy Diamagon is complete. With this newfound strength, we shall conquer all who stand in our way. Now nothing can stop us from collecting the Darkonium you seek. But still I wonder, why did they ask you to collect Darkonium? It is a worthless rock, notable only for containing large quantities of dark matter. Dark matter is the monster's lifeblood. It is the source of their strength and the very root of their being. Yet it is useless to humans, so why collect it? Ah, forgive me. We do not have time for idle speculation. We will go to the final shrine. Be resolute, my young friend. And there we go, that is 3 out of 4 shrines completed. Before I forget, and cut off to wherever I was going to go after this, because like I said, I was going to, record the remainder of this episode after this fight, like on a separate day. So I do just want to use, whistling for dummies before I forget we have it. Alright, where is she? There she is. Shroob learns whistle. I believe that just makes monsters more likely to appear. Right. Oh, I never actually mentioned, I did, like, that Gigantes that we made, I did shove it on my substitutes, just so I could synthesize it sooner. That was literally my reasoning. But as we head outside, that just leaves the shrine on Fert Isle. So the remainder of this episode, like, just as a disclaimer, it will be recorded probably a few days later than this section, and hopefully by then I'll have, cleaned up Celeste Isle, scouted all the monsters I want to, and, yeah. This, like, I am recording this the same day that I recorded the last 2 episodes. So, like, any comments that have been, suggested, basically any suggestions, like, I won't have seen them, like, until I start recording the next portion. So yeah, that was it. I will see you. I mean, it's going to be a few days for me, but, in about a second for you. Okie dokie, so, now that we've fought the Sentinel, we out here on Fert Isle. Now, you can see that when I said I was going to change my team, we've got an entirely different team. We now have Buffy the Second, which is literally just another Buffalo goat that I made using Buffy. We have Sharon the Tortured Soul, who is the healer now. And we have Mr. Jam the Jameris, which is a bit weird in the middle. And yeah, that's a new team. Normally there would be a set of boxes here, But as I'm gonna insert the clip now... Now, so long as editing me hasn't done me dirty and actually edited it in, you'll see that basically I was up there and moved the boxes down. It was literally just because, literally just for level grinding, the monsters up there were better. I didn't open any chests. I will say I stuck to that, didn't open any chests. And literally all I did was like run around until I got to there, just to open up, basically just to open up that path, and that was it. Now, I do realise at this point we could go back and probably complete most of the Monster Scout proficiency challenges, but honestly I'm lazy and don't want to do that right now. And I figure I might as well... Ooh, hello, metal slime. Yeah, I figured I might as well go and do that, or at least attempt to go do that, like, once we've beaten the main story. Because I mean, in my other Let's Plays of these, you know, Dragon Quest Monster Joker games, I didn't really do the post-game. And now I'm not committing to do all of the post-game. I'm gonna commit to attempt to do the post-game. Now that is an attempt, not like a promise that I'm gonna do all 100% of it. And yeah, that was it. That's all I have to say on that matter. Right. Now, one thing I believe I recall is that if you synthesize a Buffaloga with a Demon at Arms, that actually, you know, buffs those two monsters up together and gets you an S-rank monster. And I mean, we don't have a Demon at Arms right now, but I'm thinking, provided the story allows us enough time, I think I might, like, try and do that. I'll probably end up using Buffy, because I mean... I probably will. Unless I end up... Sorry, no, Buffy the Second. Unless I want to... You know, good lord, those little horns just kept scaring me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, unless I want to, you know, really keep Buffy, which, not gonna lie, I am considering. Because, you know, obviously Buffy the Second is the attacker of the team, and I mean, Buffalogas... I mean, they're designed for that, and they do a good job of it. So I mean, yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't want that. But like I say, at the same time, I would like to try and use that S-rank monster on my team. Because like, I went back to my old Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, and like, right towards the end of the series, like, maybe even one of the last videos, I literally just titled it Accidental S-rank. Where I was just like, seeing what I could do, like, in the way of synthesis, and then I accidentally stumbled upon it. So I suppose now that I know I can do those things for certain, I feel like, you know, it might be a good idea. Now, I am going to say that, I mean, for the remainder of this episode, this is just going to be wandering through a bit of Fert Isle, like, not particularly, like, committing to properly exploring the place, but just, like, wandering through, fighting some of the things that want to fight us. Because, I mean... Obviously, like, I kicked this episode off by, you know, defeating the Shrine Sentinel, and whenever I think of Shrine Sentinel, my brain always wants to say Shrine Maiden, and I don't know why. But, like, my brain just tells me that, like, they are the correct words that go together. Right. Now, more or less, I think... like, the remainder of this episode is probably just going to be, like, wandering around the island to get to the point where the boxes would normally be moved. Just because, obviously, the little 30-second clip I showed was only that they get moved. And obviously, I mean, as you can see, there is like a fairly significant chunk of the island that like gets walked upon for that, including this cave that does actually have a boss troll in it, which I believe this monster doesn't actually respawn, or it might do. Because like I say, I don't know everything about this game. It's one of those that I enjoy, but boy if I know everything about it. I'd say it's sort of like a mini boss-ish. Yeah, that was it. That was the that was the point I had to make. I'm still not happy with the fact that. Oh, I was about to say that no one has Kabuff, but yeah, Mr. Jam does. And from what I remember, boss trolls are quite bad. Like, they deal a lot of damage, so hence why I'm just using Kabuff, just to be a bit safe. Right, let's see. Yeah, 33, that's even with the Kabuff, so yeah. I feel like I made the right decision. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who can really tell these days? But I mean, I feel like unless something really bad happens, like it gets a desperate attack in, I feel like I'm alright just to attack it, because, like say, 3-on-1, with its defense load, we should be okay. Right. Oh, it's dead, never mind. I was about to say that that could be a problem for us. But you know what, it's dead now, so that's not a problem anymore. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, there is a red chest up here behind it. See? Told you I didn't go exploring things off screen without you. Ooh, an obsidian sword. Can I give that to Buffy the Second? Oh, I can. I mean, it's 7 attack, but I'll take it. I mean, especially like, say, when she is the one with the highest attack. Right. So we go back out around here, apparently get caught on a twig, as you do, and then you just, I say as I do nothing. I don't know why I just decided to stop talking halfway through that sentence. Like I have no good reason for it. I just did. Right. Oh lord, okay, that brings you up here. We're just going to ignore that scissor beetle. And to get where we were originally, we want to... Oh, there's another red chest. See, I never went up any of these ladders because there's chests everywhere. Right, well... No, he's got little boots on. Right, we'll climb up here and get this other chest because I forgot this was up here. And I mean, it also comes with a view of the top of the volcano. How wonderful. Seed of life, nice. Yeah, those seeds, like I say, I'm gonna save them all pretty much until the last area. Because like, once we get to the last area, that's more or less like sets in the team that I'm gonna use for the final battle. Yeah, that's more or less like resigned to the fact that this is gonna be the final team, so I don't really feel like there's much point like using them afterwards. Although I say that, I'm just going to spoil it, there are bigger, badder bosses, I think, because I've never actually done them, at the end of the game. Right, I did cut out the last battle, but you know, there's 2 different monsters here, so why not? Now, at this point, I'm just racking my brain, because this is what happens when you don't take notes, or like, note down things. Like, in my brain, I'm sure there was something else that I wanted to mention, but for the life of me, I cannot remember what it is. And this, kids of the world, adults of the world, people of any age around the world, this is what we call professionalism. Oh. See, that's gonna plague me now. I'm just... There's definitely something. Like, I know it's there, I just don't know what it is. Oh dear. Right, now all of these bits that I am ignoring, we are going to come back to them, you know, at another time. but like this was literally just to like show you where I went to do what I did. And I suppose, yeah, it's just showing you things that I didn't do, like when I just ran around here. Oh good lord. Fully was not expecting that Hades condor to just swoop out of the sky. Fully was not expecting it. So love that. But this is like, if I can avoid the beetles, oh good I can, because they run in a straight line. Yeah, this is the point that I got to, because as you can see, the tip of the scout post is here, and the ladder's here. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to leave this episode here, and then in the next one, I think that is the time in which we properly explore, and I mean like go up all of those ladders that I ignored. Like on the way around, we're going to properly explore Fert Isle. So thank you if you watched it and if you made it this far, and you know, hopefully I'll see you in the next one.